night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga. But we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it. And they using niggas songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, then get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well, it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well, then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater, and her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark, and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Let some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms, and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let him rock you to sleep, true colors better believe him. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids, and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her, and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a roof. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth it, Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wookie-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back, we ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God, nigga.
Wooty-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking that wooty-woo, something. Nigga cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running, swear to God, nigga.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal? Rich Trapper tapping in TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, like cook cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge, though. You ain't finna get nobody's college, though, big dog. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit the good subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's Saturday morning. We ain't finna hold y'all with no long intro, but if you want to be a part of that Trap News Network family, today and tomorrow probably might be your last days of the last days if I'm able to get this right and find somebody who's ready to be on this Trap News Network team. So if you want to be a part of the Trap News Network family, hit me up on Instagram, TRAPNEWS, NETWORX, Trap News Network. Tap in with that tap in and make sure I in fact tapped in with that good tap in. We finna jump into this Kantiana. Almighty Suspect looks like it's out on bail. Thug life, it never fail. Almighty Suspect out on bail, man. So we finna jump into this Kantiana. For those of y'all who don't know, I've been covering the Almighty Suspect situation. Let's go into this bail real quick and then we'll come back. Now, before we go into this bond paperwork, I know y'all some YouTube gangsters. Y'all the trillish, y'all the illies. But again, before y'all start dropping these comments, man, I am actually looking for real conversation. I am looking for real thoughts and opinions about this topic, not just people saying, oh, he's this because he's that. Like, let's have some real, excuse me. Let's start introducing some real conversation to what we got going on, y'all. That's all I'm saying. So, with all that being said, no more, excuse me. With all that being said, with no further do's or don'ts, let's jump into this Almighty Suspect situation. Now, it looks like Almighty Suspect is, in fact, out on bail, as you guys can clearly see. It says the reporting agency of, where he got to go bond out, report to his bonds and all that kind of stuff. When he got out of custody, and it says right there, man, bonded out, right there, clear as day. So he's no longer within custody. He's no longer in the Los Angeles County jail system. Almighty Suspect is, in fact, back out on the streets, out on bail, Tupac style. And, yeah, man, we're going to see exactly where this goes. This goes on the heels of the controversy, but let's get back into it. Now, what I do want to say is shout out to that man for being able to see the streets on this good Saturday morning, late Friday night, Saturday morning, probably when the bond hit. He probably got, about good 3 a.m. let out. You know what I'm saying? Them first buses starting to run and all that kind of wookie bam and all that kind of stuff. So we know how that go. You feel me? And shout out to him for, having somebody around who's willing to sign that paperwork and get him back on the streets. What the people are going to want to know is what his situation was within custody, because the rumor is that he was in the mental health situation because he was avoiding situations that he had created for himself on the streets. The controversy behind this has been, like I said, Almighty Suspect being put into the yellow tops and the blue bottoms, which are in fact mental health within the Los Angeles County jail system. But again, as I've maintained through all my trying my best to be as non-biased as possible on this specific topic for obvious reasons. We can never negate the fact and never negate the principalities, never negate the truth that some people do play mental health to, get on the streets. And here he is on the streets. So who's to say that the mental health aspect wasn't, a just cause, because here he is now on the streets. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, well, you shouldn't have did this. Oh, well, you shouldn't have did that. My personal opinion is, if you feel like somebody shouldn't have did, then, maybe you should go commit a crime and show them how they should do it. If you feel like somebody shouldn't have did, if you feel like it shouldn't be this, you feel like it shouldn't be that, you feel like you would have did this, you feel like you would have did that, you always have an opportunity to go bust your move and do your 1-2 step like Sierra. There's always that possibility. You never have to just sit around and just wait for someone to give you approval. You never have to sit around and wait for somebody to give you permission. You yourself right now can go commit a crime, go do some crazy-ish, and show us how gangster you are, and let us know that you will keep it solid. Easy call. You feel me? Now, the streets are going to say he was in the yellow tops and the blue bottoms faking crazy because he was afraid to hit the main line. They're going to say that he was afraid of general population. That is only to be discussed for infactuality by Almighty, because only he knows. Now, we can speculate, we can assume, we can say, oh, well, I know because of this, well, I know because of that, but unless she was really in there, and then even deeper than that, inside that man's mind while he was in there, nobody knows, bro. It's just that speculation. It's just that thought. We're never going to say that he was in protective custody, because he was never, in fact, in protective custody. That did not happen. He was on the main line. He was in general population. The caveat to that is, the asterisk by that is, well, he was in general population, but he was in mental health. Not to be confused with regular medical, which is the brown suits, which would be for someone who broke her arm or broke a leg. Yeah, I've really seen people have such bad toothaches that they ended up in medical and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that once. So, that's not quite the same as being in medical. And then the general population is just, with the standard blues and all that, which is not where he was either as far as standard general population. So it's a lot of gray areas in there. But I want to know what you guys in the comments think about the situation. I want to know how you guys feel about the situation. And above all, I want to know what your thoughts and your opinions and your feelings are about the situation, because, we're all going to have something to say, but I want logical thoughts about this. I know you guys like to troll. I know you guys like to play. I know you guys like to bother and all that kind of stuff. But a logical thought or two, that'd be dope. We finna get up out of here to the next one, though. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. And as always, y'all know it's free. Avenue Angel until he's free. It's a great reason not to go to jail, kids. We gone.